In recent years, the pandemic has highlighted existing issues in our school system as well as creating new challenges. Students went from interacting in a classroom to sitting at home looking at a computer screen without the usual interaction with their peers. Pediatrics West came out with a study that shows the negative impact of remote learning on students, with an increase in mental health concerns, reduced intervention for abuse, and reduced access to school support services. Children are in a more vulnerable position. That is why it is more important than ever to invest in our children's future. Long before COVID, the public school systems were already failing children at a larger rate than that of their private counterparts. Moving forward, we should say enough is enough when it comes to our schools dictating to parents what and how their children should learn. The best way to protect our children's educations is by removing them from the public sector. The alternative is giving parents control of the money allocated to their children and allowing them to make a decision on what school fits their child's needs. The best solution moving forward is going into the private schools. As public schools were shutting down, private schools remained open despite concerns. When private schools were gathering the tools to go virtual, their perspectives changed as enrollment soared. Many blame that fact that public schools do not have the funds to meticulously keep the classroom sanitized and that the public school teachers don't have the same flexibility of schedules. I'll debunk some of that a little bit later. The difference that I saw was confidence. There was a confidence to keep the children and staff safe. There was a confidence to face the challenges that the world was going to throw at them that the public sector didn't have. The private schools were teaching confidence, while public schools were teaching fear. The money you invest in your child will teach them to have confidence in themselves. Which brings me to my next point. What about the cost? I hear so many comments that sound something like, we don't make enough money, or the private sector costs too much. That is why I'm a huge fan of school vouchers. Every public school in the U.S. is given a set money per child, which is dictated by the taxes paid in the school district. Live in a more wealthy area, your child gets more money. But what doesn't change is that every money is dictated to each child. And that means taxpayers are giving each child a certain amount of money. The voucher program gives parents that money that would be allocated to their child for public school and able to give that to a private school instead. What this does is it creates competition. Competition can be a very scary thing, but it's the only way we can grow. An article on Forbes stated that the average private school is just over $11,000 a year, yet the average public school received $23,000 per student. They have higher test scores, they have higher graduation requirements, the students take more advanced classes, and they are more likely to complete a bachelor's degree. There's countless statistics that you can find on CAPE. So with half the budget per student, they have less than half the disciplinary issues and significantly higher test scores. There's no guarantee that your child is going to be successful. While you can't guarantee success, you can increase your childhood likelihood of success. It is time for parents to become more active in their children's education, teach them to be more confident in the hand that they have been dealt with, and private schools teach their students confidence. Don't cater to only the wealthy, and the children have a higher chance of success. The benefits are clear. Private schools accomplish more for their dollar and give children a better foundation. Thank you.